guys, welcome back to another episode. This is Sisters and Chats with me, Jade.
And me, Paige.
Okay, age differences.
Age differences. I feel like every situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you have a really young-minded, immature girl, I'm just going to speak on that perspective.
Okay.
I think it's not right because I think sometimes people can have... Some men like to have control over young-minded women.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just one side of it. But then some people just like someone who's more... They might look at younger people and be like, oh, you're more fun. We can do more things together. And you're just more full of life. That just... Not saying that that's true, but that's just maybe their perspective.
Okay. I feel like age differences, I don't know why. I feel like back in the day, like our parents' days...
Yeah.
It was more of a thing for someone to be dating like much older. Whereas I feel like, I don't know, not much older, but I feel like it was a little bit more accepted.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, nowadays it's like, oh, if you're dating someone, I feel like more people are doing it now, or it's more known now. But I feel like people have a problem with it. And people will be judging and commenting way too quickly. Like that guy could be your dad.
Oh, yeah, of course, but everyone's so quick to have an opinion on everything, though, isn't it? But I think, I mean...
Or has that always been the way? We just don't know it.
Probably.
Or because of social media and there's so much more platforms for people to reach out to you and get onto you, that it seems a lot more intense now when actually probably is the exact same. It just didn't have any ways.
Because probably back then, like, social media, like you said, wasn't really a thing. So you probably get the eyes.
The eyes on the street and that's it. But now people can, like, DM
Comment
you.
And do all this stuff.
So it seems like it's a lot more harsher now, but it's not.
It's just the same.
Listen, if you want to date someone that is a complete age difference to you, then you go do your thing. Whoever makes you happy, no?
Yeah, I think if you can make it work and it's healthy, then by all means, like, love is love.
Mm-hmm.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Then I personally don't see the problem with it. Because there are some people that... You look at, there are a few people out there that have a big age gap in between them and their relationship is thriving.
Do you think there is an age gap that is just too big? Or... But I also feel like it comes down to preference.
Yeah.
I feel like it comes down to your personal preference as a person. Like, I feel like I wouldn't date someone that's...
Less, like... You know, there's like older men, for example, and they date. That's a thing where older guys date really young girls.
Yeah.
For example, it's like they want someone who's just very youthful.
Yeah.
And then the girl may feel like she wants to be with someone who provides a lot of stability.
Basically, who's already established.
Yeah.
And you'll find that mainly probably in an older guy than a younger guy.
And as well, some girls just can't be bothered to deal with guys that aren't as emotionally immature when they know someone older may have more experience and they don't have to explain certain things, so they may find comfort with just going with someone older.
So if a 20-year-old was to date a 60-year-old?
A 20-year-old was to date a 16-year-old.
60-year-old.
Oh, 60.
Yeah, that's all good.
I mean,
love is love.
Love
is love.
Love is love, but I mean, people, yeah, obviously you're gonna... Love is love. Look, if you love each other, do your thing. As long as both of you are happy, there's a time where you just have to just cut everybody else out. Like, people are always going to have an opinion, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Even if you were dating someone the same age as you, people are still going to have an opinion.
People still have something to say.
So,
yeah.
If you love each other, so what if your age gap is, like, huge? Just do you.
Do you? How old would you date? Like, would you date younger?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I couldn't.
Okay, would you date older?
Yeah,
okay, but how much older?
I would do someone that's like max 6 years older than me.
6 years.
But you know what? I say that, but then if it was actually if I was interacting with someone and they were older than 6 years, but they were on this, I like their mindset and their way of thinking, then why not if you're ticking all my boxes?
But I also feel like that comes to play a card for someone who is younger though.
Oh, that's
because
true.
if they're taller than you and they're so like emotionally switched on and they're so much more mature, you would be like, there's no way this guy is this age.
I don't know.
So
But also as well, in saying that, it can be tricky because I may like someone's the way they deal with certain things and their emotional maturity, but it's like they may expect things a lot quicker because they're older, so they may want children sooner than I do, and I think that could be a challenge that some people do face within having such a big age gap.
But you would never date a guy younger than you?
Personally, I mean, I have.
Yeah.
I mean, my boyfriend is younger than me.
Yeah.
But that's not extremely young. I'm talking like a month in between. So it's, I can
like
breathe.
It doesn't count.
I can breathe.
But what if someone was like, you're dating someone and you're falling in love with them, they're ticking all your boxes, and you actually find out that they're younger than you?
If I find out that you're younger than me, well, you should have been upfront and
okay, no, what if they tell you,
girl, I need to know. How old are you? Really? Don't lie to me. Because if
Let
I
me see
find
that
out,
driving license.
Exactly. Let me see.
I've actually asked a guy that once.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
To see that driving license?
Because basically... I was talking to someone and like, I just assume everyone is like legit on my age wave.
Yeah.
Like anyone I talk to, I'm like, yeah, you're my age. What the hell? Mm-hmm. And then I found out, like, when we were talking, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, they were a year younger. And I was like, what? I was like, you're lying to me. Like, that's not true. Like, you're the same age. He's like, no, I'm being serious. I'm actually a year younger. And then I started questioning things. And then I was like, no, I need to see your driving license. He pulled out his driving license. And I was like, right, okay, yeah, that definitely says a year. Like, the birth year, that is, yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
Wow. I mean...
But it was like, he was like so much taller than me, like, because he was so tall, and like his physique and how he carried himself.
His demeanor
he seemed like he was so much older. Like, I genuinely would say he's probably like maybe a year or two older than me. So then I was like, I went from being a girl like, oh, I'd never date younger than me. Like, no, you have to be older than me. You have to be. Yeah, I always said you have to be older and taller than me. And then that situation happened. I was like, oh, okay. But the thing is, people, when we, like, if you saw us together, you'd never think, oh, like, yeah, he's younger than her.
Yeah.
But I will never settle on the height thing. You have to at least be taller than me. But yeah, basically that guy made me realize, okay, maybe actually age isn't really...
Age is just
like a downer factor for me when I think about it. Obviously, I'm not going to date someone that's 5 years younger than me. Like, that's just a no-go.
Yeah.
There needs to be a cut-off. And you got to be taking all the boxes for me to consider the whole, like, year younger than me gap. But yeah.
Well, guys, would you date someone that's younger than you or extremely older than you? I know a lot of people will be like, it's fine, but really ask yourself, would you actually do that?
And the day it's your relationship in it. You're the one that's going to be in it.
Exactly.
So, no one else. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's give her some advice.
Okay.
So my partner, who's 30 and she's 24.
Oh my God, this is perfect.
Oh yeah, it is kind of, right?
Oh well, we've got an age gap. You go.
So it's disrespectful for me to go to Miami for my best friend's birthday.
Okay, let's just stop. Okay, so apparently, right, I thought, I've always said when I was younger, I want to go to Miami. I want to hire out a Jeep, a convertible Jeep. I want to go down the Miami Strip with the palm trees and just be blazing some sort of Calvin Harris or something. Okay? But apparently, the more and more I find out nowadays, Miami is known to be like
a party
strip. But like, people, when girls say, yeah, I'm going to Miami, apparently everyone is assumed the worst. Like, they're going out there to do madness.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Same. I didn't know that as well until... I mean, I would say social media where everyone would be like, Miami. Like,
yeah. Oh, if your girl's going to Miami, you're going to lose her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when was this a thing? I'm just wanted to get a Jeep and go down the strip, but apparently that strip is actually a strip.
Literally.
So, okay. Right, go on.
So, my best friend's 25th birthday is coming up and she wanted to go to Miami. She's single and I've been in a relationship for the past 3 years. My boyfriend likes my best friend, but he says it's disrespectful as people go to a place like that to cheat. She put in quotes. I have never cheated, nor have I been disloyal to him. He claims he trusts me, but if he really does, why why does it matter where I go? We are not seeing eye to eye at all. We have had issues like this in the past before, and it almost as if the roles were reversed. I wouldn't have any issues with him going anywhere because I trust him. He thinks people shouldn't put themselves in situations where they can be tempted. But I feel like if you don't want to / plan to cheat, then temptation wouldn't happen. Is that disrespectful?
I agree with her last point. If you don't, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I get that he's quite cautious, like, because I was going to say, like, is her friends that she's going with, are they single? Because then that's just a whole vibe in itself. And also, like, how is her friend?
Yeah.
Do you know, she might be one of those YOLO girls, like, I'm just going to live life, I'm going to do what I want. And girl, if you want to do what you want to do, girl, do what you want to do. If you want to go out and have a party and do whatever, you do whatever. Yeah. And I feel like if she is that kind of friend and she is single, I would understand why he would feel quite on edge for his girl to go there, knowing how Miami is overall and how maybe she may move. But going off what we've been given, it's a hard one because it's like, it's her friend's birthday and she's 20, 25. Like, you want to go with your friend and you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
Is it the most appropriate location to go? No, but then you should have trust in your relationship.
But I also think it also depends on what you are doing on that trip as well.
Well, like, she's definitely going out to party.
Okay.
Or is she going out to sunbathe? Let us know. I just feel like regardless, I get that it's annoying, but if you trust your girl, let her go to Miami.
I get that, but I don't know. I know a lot of people be like, oh, it's because, like, he's insecure and whatnot, but I actually do see where he's coming from. Like, obviously, I do think it needs to be a conversation. He needs to respect that as well. It's her friend's birthday.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I get the whole putting yourself in an environment where, you know, men will just... People get drunk, things happen, and sometimes it's out of your control. If it's from that perspective...
What do you mean it's out of your control, though?
Like, say if you're in a pot... Say if she goes to a club... and she's just dancing with her friend, and then the guy can see she's dancing.
Yeah, but the guy could
follow her rhythm.
Yeah, but the guy could do that anyway. You could be in London and you're on a night out with your friends, and it could happen.
Yeah, but I think as well, she's putting her in his head. It's like, well, she's putting herself in that environment. Plus, the type of place that place is known for. People, you know, sometimes where people say that, oh, girls go to a club, but. And they're like, well, why go into a club then if you don't want to dance with a guy? And people have that mentality, but it's like, no, I just want to have fun. But people are like, well, don't put yourself in that situation then. It's like, it's a lose-lose situation.
I just feel like if I was in a relationship and my friends were going to Miami for her birthday celebration and I say the only reason why I'm not going on this trip is because I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good enough reason. I don't think it's a good enough reason for me to miss out a birthday celebration because I'm in a relationship. I know me as a person. I know that I'm loyal and I can go away and I can control myself and I can make sure that, okay, cool, if I know I'm going to a party strip, I won't get drunk because I know I will get a bit tipsy, and if guys try it, I will be less like stern because I've got alcohol in my system. I will then know to limit myself to make sure that I'm looking after myself in those situations. But I'm not going to not go because, oh yeah, sorry, I've got a boyfriend.
Your boyfriend says no.
Yeah. But I generally don't think that's a good enough reason.
But let me ask you this question. Say if roles are reversed and your boyfriend wants to go Ibiza. We're talking the parties out of Ibiza.
Yeah.
All the phone parties and all of that.
Yeah.
For his friend's birthday. How would you feel?
I would feel a type of way. Yes. I would feel a type of way that he's going to Ibiza party island or any party island. But if the reason he's going, if he's just like, oh yeah, I'm going there for the sake of going there for a lad's holiday. No. Like, because your friends are probably most likely single.
Yeah.
But if you're going because it's your friend's whole birthday and your friend wants you there to celebrate his birthday, then go. I just know I would, if I don't, and if in myself, if I don't trust you, then I clearly shouldn't be in this relationship.
I think the best thing would be for you guys to maybe put some things into place where you still go and celebrate your friend's birthday. But then, I don't know, maybe just... I mean, I would naturally do this, but you would share your itinerary with so your partner kind of knows what's happening. But I think it's... If you're having to do it to show trust, it's a bit...
Yeah, I just don't feel like living your life. And she's young as well. And regardless if she was 25 or 46, like, it's your life. You should live life and you shouldn't stop certain experiences happening because you're in a relationship. There should be that minimal, like... there should be boundaries, there should be respect, there should be trust. And that shouldn't be a reason why you're not going.
Yeah.
So even though it might make you feel uncomfortable, then you need to ask yourself, why do you feel uncomfortable? Why do you feel uncomfortable about your girl going on that trip? And I get it. Some guys will kind of say, or not guys, but other people will twist it and be like, oh, it's not that I don't trust you. I just don't trust the environment you're going to be in. I get that. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop living. And that's what I would, if that was my boyfriend, I would say that to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just personally, with this whole thing within itself, I think this is why I think it's very important that when you get into relationships, you need to discuss like things that you will tolerate and that you won't tolerate. And this is one of those things that you need to discuss. Oh, if this was to happen, how would you feel about this? And if you both, it doesn't align and someone feels like it's more control, then that's when you know it's just, because you can't never not go on a girl's trip because your partner doesn't feel secure or the destination that you pick. So I don't know, guys, let us know what you think and your opinions, because I feel like there's loads of, everyone's gonna have a different opinion on
Everyone's gonna have a different opinion,
but yeah,
I'm just saying, girl, Miami, hit the Strip.
Be respectful, which I know
obviously
she will be, because she said she's not that type of girl.
No,
anyway.
but you know, like if she wants to book that flight ticket to Miami, book that flight to Miami.
Yeah, it's okay. Just, you said hit the Strip.
The Strip. I meant the Strip where there's the palm trees.
The palm trees. Specific.
Yeah, like driving down the Strip. That's what I think of. There's probably several strips because there's probably several roads with palm trees. Well. But in my head, there's always been in this image that there's just one main strip with all the palm trees that I need to go and experience.
Jade.
So yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in with another episode of us today, guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.
And for audio listeners, can you please give us a follow and leave us a review? Until next week.
Bye guys.